for those who are unfamiliar, what is a targum? When did that come about, and what would its use have been in ancient times?
People estimate probably correctly that when the Jews came back from captivity into the land of Israel, a good percentage of those people not only grew up speaking Aramaic, weren't really educated in the Hebrew. Maybe the men were, that's kind of speculation. But so you can see in Ezra and Nehemiah when it talks about reading the law, and there's a little bit of debate what it means. Were they explaining it or translating it? But the truth is, the Targum is both translation and explanation. So the speculation is that's when the translations into Aramaic began. And probably at first they were simply literal translations of the Hebrew, but over time they probably added explanations to the translation.
Okay, so it's a post-exile interpretation, or what you're saying, probably a translation that got somewhat interpretive as they went.
Yes, in some cases extremely. In some places it's far beyond translation. Sometimes they just stuck legends in there, which really
Okay.
is not part of the text at all.
Okay, and so in synagogues, they would, I think, they would read the Hebrew and then they would read the Targum afterward for clarification for the common language. Is that what you're getting at there?
Almost. They didn't want the Aramaic person to be reading. They wanted the Hebrew to be read, and then they wanted the Aramaic to be recited from memory.
Oh,
Reason for that is because they didn't want to give the impression that the Aramaic was the scripture. It's an
okay.
explanation of the scripture. So that
Interesting.
shows their respect for the Hebrew. But it also shows that the Aramaic as an explanation, they didn't necessarily have to copy it verbatim from one generation to another. They could continue to modify the language and maybe even add interpretations as the time went by.